Hello. So I want to talk about this little character right here, percent, because in the last video afterwards, people were like, "What?" People asked me, I didn't know about that. So what is this? It's so if you look it up here, and we're gonna go to MDM. It's the remainder operator. So it allows you to divide one number by the other and get the remainder after that. So like 13 divided by 5 is equal to 2 and 3/5, so that's why you get the 3 right there. So it's like, well, why would you want to use that? And it's like, well, we used it in this because it allows you to rotate that. So here, I made another little demo, and we're gonna play around with this. But first, like, let's visualize what that remainder does. It allows you to get the remainder of the divisor. So kind of it's a perfect fit for like doing things in columns. So if you want to get like if you have 4 columns here, like what number column is it? 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, and it keeps on repeating like that. You can see how the numbers increment here: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if we change this, change the divider, let's do 5. You can see how the columns repeat. They go through 0 through 4, and again as numbers go up. But there's a caveat with this JavaScript remainder operator, and that's with negative numbers. So if we look here, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But if we go through the negative numbers, it's 0, -3, -2, -1. And let's take a look at what that looks like in application here. So in this demo, it's like we can cycle things going next, and I also have it so that if you can go backwards, you go like -1. So let's go, set to green, and now it should go back to yellow. Great, back to red, and now it should go back to the last one, which would be blue. Uh-oh, it's not blue. What's going on here? Then it goes back to red. And the problem there is that it's not, if you log that output, it's not giving you the 0, 1, 2, 3. It's giving these other values for -1, for negative values, -1, -2, -3. And so the fix is that you can't rely on this solely that remainder operator. You have to add this extra function here, which is called Modulo. And the way that works is like that gets you what you want. And it's this string of code here. You have to remainder by the divisor, plus the divisor, then remainder that. And that's what gets you what you want. So now we look at the positive numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, and the negative numbers 0, 1, 2, 3. And so let's get this. We're going to copy it, go back to our original pen here, paste this in, and now index is going to be index plus equals to increment, and then index is equal to modulo. What do we want to do here? We want to do index and then classes.length. Let's see what happens here. Alright, I'm going to click next. It's working as anticipated. And look at this. Now we can go backwards. So if you want to go forwards and backwards when you're cycling through things, incrementing by +1 or -1 or whatever, +5, -5, you're going to need to use this modulo. You can't just solely use the remainder operator. One thing I forgot to mention though is that like another good reason to use this remainder operator is really convenient if you want to like get even or odd. So for example, in this one, let's just add a class if it's an odd number. So I'm going to say if, and for that we're going to say like, well, what would that be? That would be if it's like it's either even or odd, so that's like 2 versions of it. So we use 2 there. I'm going to say chip.classlist.add is odd. Let's see if this works. And the way that this works is because we're saying is if it's equal to 1, we're double equal. In this house we do double equals, and it works like that. But 1 is truthy and then 0 is falsy, so we can reduce it to just this. And it works for all sorts of numbers. Okay, thanks.